Hey everybody, it's Grant, and today we have one of my favorite videos ever to react to. Before I actually had my channel, this video came out, so I have seen it. And I'm a huge fan of this individual and so very proud of their success. Today, we are reacting to living on $1.6 million a year in Los Angeles. Wait for it, millennial money. That's right, you guessed it. We are reacting to my very good friend Graham Stephan and his $1.6 million lifestyle. But here's the thing, this video is a little older. I still want to react to it. It's one of my favorite videos out there on the internet. And now Graham is topping nearly $5 million a year. So just to show you in a little bit of time what you can truly accomplish. So Graham has been on my channel many, many times, from anything to opening Pokemon packs to breaking rare vintage boxes and to watch me do a Logan Paul box break and not do so hot. You know, we got the Doug Trio. But Graham and me, our friendship has grown time and time again. We're flying out to Vegas to see him at least every other month, and it's been an amazing experience, and our friendship has grown into something truly special. And Graham has also introduced us to so many other influencers like Gary, King Pokemon. What a nice, nice individual. Gary's probably one of the nicest people on the planet, and the coolest thing is during his interview, he told me that he was a fan of the channel. He also introduced us to Andre, and we've had so many other great experiences between him, Jack, and Macy, and then me and Kayla. I just can't tell you enough how much I enjoy him. I can't tell you how many crazy cool things we've got planned in the future. Now let's get into it and see how my friend spends or saves that $1.6 million.
I always believed that I would be a millionaire, and I think originally my goal was like to try to hit that by 30. Ended up surpassing that by
Yes, you did, sir.
This is the moment.
Okay, once again, I didn't have a YouTube channel when this video came out. We started the channel in February of 2020. This video came out in 19. So I'm not gonna not react to my friend kicking some butt as a 29-year-old that lives on $1.6 million a year in Los Angeles, and now it's around $5 million. But as it lives on, no, that's clickbait, because he saves so much.
My name is Graham Stephan. I'm 29 years old. I make $1.6 million per year and live in Los Angeles, California. And welcome to, wait for it, Millennial Money. So I'm a full-time real estate agent, real estate investor, and YouTuber. Every day is going to be a little bit different. Some days I'm going to be out with clients showing property.
So you got to realize though, like, you know, when somebody asks me what I do not put YouTube into it. I work 130 hours, 120 hours a week, and you know, YouTube is 40 hours of that easily. Thank goodness I hired an editor, because Graham does that in YouTube alone. And so lately he's actually even stopped doing real estate as far as real estate sales. And he hasn't really been thinking about expanding his real estate portfolio, which I think is a mistake. I think Graham should take his money and keep investing into real estate and just let somebody manage it for him.
My mortgage is just over $2,800 a month. The market value of the other unit next to me is about $2,500 a month. Then between the equity I get and the tax write-offs from using the garage as my office, it basically works out to be a free place for me to live.
He's got a nicer house now, though. I mean, 2 nicer houses. So he has the Las Vegas house, and then he has the Los Angeles house. Yeah. Is that lifestyle inflation? Is that what that is?
So I spend about $200 a month on groceries, and I do price shop between grocery stores. I'll kind of make the rounds and just stock up on whichever item is the cheapest at which store. Every morning I have my same 2 eggs with ham.
Okay, so we're gonna go over this just because, one, he's spending $5,000 a month, but of course that mortgage doesn't include all his rental income and everything else that eats that up. But $2,872 mortgage in, you know, Los Angeles is absolutely astonishing. Los Angeles is very expensive, and the equity he made on that property is absolutely amazing. Phone bill, $85. I need to get on his phone bill. I need to ask him about that, because my phone bill is $120 a month that I know of. credit cards, 120, that's going to be his, I have the platinum card, things like that, all of his cards divided out, but that's a lot of fees. I have about $900 a year in fees. Maybe I have a little bit more. I need to look in this. I like this, making me think. But yeah, $129 a month, that's, hold on.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I probably have about that. I probably have 1,300 and he's at like 1,500, so that makes sense. Okay, anyway. Wi-Fi utilities, that is amazing, you know, Wi-Fi and utilities, because, you know, that's those off-peak electrical hours. Yeah, my utilities, my electric bill here in this house, you saw the home tour, this house has an electric bill of like $440 a month, roughly. So, and that's not including water. Water's another like $45. We don't use a ton of water. Gym, $220. Okay, look, I've been working on it, okay? But my gym is Planet Fitness, and it's $10 a month. I think I pay the premium package for $20 a month. So he's doing it at Equinox. Oof, I sell Equinoxes. You know, not the gym memberships, but the vehicles, and I can't do the $220. That's crazy. Miscellaneous, $266. I mean, he doesn't splurge. I've literally watched him when we gamble, we do anything. He's true form to this budget, and it's so crazy. And it's also crazy how it adds up too to be $5,000 a month. But I mean, it's just what happens. But insurance, $340. I have insurance through the dealership, but I have a ton of other insurances through business, so I cannot complain at $340 a month. All my properties, you would freak out with how much money we spend on the properties. Transportation, $632. Another cool thing about working at a dealership and being in management, typically you either get a vehicle allowance or you get a demo. So my vehicle's free, no transportation costs besides fuel. And other than that, I just enjoyed doing that. That made me happy. I didn't have anything bad to say though, because you know, dude's a rock star. I was so happy when I saw that he had sold houses to celebrities indirectly. I thought that was very neat.
Real estate's basically as soon as I turned 18 years old, because I had no other options. I didn't get into college. I had really bad grades in high school, and I saw getting my real estate license honestly as a way where I could just get 1 year of work experience and then reapplying to colleges. But it turned out to be a career I really love. So I ended up living with my dad for the first few years. I moved out in my early 20s, and that was when I bought another property. The first property I bought was when I was 21 years old. It was a short sale for $59,500 in San Bernardino. It was a foreclosure that was being sold by the bank. And at the time, I had been saving up as a real estate agent, basically using all of my commissions, just putting it in a savings account. I bought that property in cash. It actually appraised and was refinanced for like $260,000.
I love real estate. I love real estate deals. I love seeing real estate. It's the best business on the planet. It takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of money to get involved into it. But once you get going, it becomes a snowball effect.
And all of it has really just been about real estate. If anything, I'm just looking to buy more expensive real estate now that makes a little bit more money, but otherwise I've just kept doing the same thing over and over again.
$1 million. Pah. He just hit 3 million subscribers. God, dude's a rock star. I've said it so many times. I don't know why I like to call people rock stars when I get happy, but that's what happens.
I would say 99.9% of the comments are so positive and so supportive. I absolutely love them, and it really feels like a sense of community. Then you get some funny ones. The negative comments, at this point, I'm so used to them. Then after a while, I think I realized that it has more to do with them and their own problems that they portray onto you than it does about you.
I'm going to stop it right there to tell you that I'm so thankful for our community and how amazingly positive it is. I've seen you picking each other up. I've seen a few times where you don't. But like, if somebody's unhappy, pick them up. Don't tear them down. And beat them with kindness. You know, they'll come around. I can't tell you how many times I've answered a comment, because you know I try to answer every single comment here on the channel, and I've answered comments and then their opinion is no longer as angry. They're like, I didn't know you'd read this and I'm having a bad day. I'm telling you, you know, we got to change the world. We are one giant positive wave of positivity, and we got to keep pushing.
So since I've always been self-employed, I've never had a formal like 401k, but I do have a SEP 401k. I've thrown some money in there at the end of the year, just if it's left over, just as a hedge. But then as far as savings...
Okay. So Graham's typical monthly income, and then just to think that that 150 is no longer big to him. Like, it's crazy. So the YouTube main channel, 81,000, yeah. Teachable, his courses, 28,800. And if Graham would come out with like, Graham's, YouTube channel course 2.0, because he made the YouTube channel when he only had 300,000 subscribers, 400,000 subscribers on his main channel. So now teaching all the things that he's learned at 3 million subscribers, I think would be very valuable. Another real estate course, things like that, but he's not into it. Whatever happened when he made the original course, he locked himself in a room and he just, I guess he burned himself out on it. But think about that. That'd be $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a month if he released some newer courses. And I don't think courses are a bad thing. I think courses, if you have something to teach, might as well make them shareable. And then why not just run some discounts or give some away just to help some people out? Because information is one of the greatest tools that we can ever give anybody. So, second channel, $9,256 a month, and I would venture to say that this one is now around $30,000 a month, $40,000 a month. Real estate commissions, he no longer does this anymore, but now he has the second channel that he made, which is the Iced Coffee Hour with Jack, and that one's made like $42,000 to $50,000 so far, which is very impressive. Affiliates and sponsors, $7,000 a month. Really cool. Rental income, there's that 15,000, so that was the number I saw earlier, and the number I thought I knew is what it was. Awesome.
It's also from YouTube that I was really able to branch off into other aspects of this as well, in the sense that I was able to create 2 programs. One of them teaches people how to work as a real estate agent and build their career. The second program that I created was how to teach people to grow on YouTube. And both of those this year have probably done a little bit over $300,000 and something in sales. And since it's all online, that's pretty much all profit. There's almost no overhead whatsoever with that.
So something you might not know, but you could probably guess. Graham was the first person that I intentionally subscribed to on YouTube. I watched every one of Graham's videos, and I told Kayla one day, I said, he seems really cool, seems very genuine, and I read people for a living because I sell cars. I've got to make sure I understand what my client wants. I got to make sure if they're a serious buyer. I've always done very well with people. That's one of my biggest gifts and or blessings that I've been given. And I told her, I said, I want to meet him. And then here we are later, actually buddies. We text all the time, and I get to watch his video, and I'm just gleaming with proudness for my buddy. And then this video is really cool. These incomes are really cool, but he's already destroyed them. He's already destroyed them. The guy is mind-blowing. And you would never know it. He spends less a month than I do.
So I have an amazing girlfriend, and her and I share a lot of the same values in terms of saving and spending money, and I find it fun that she is just as frugal as I am, so we can have a great time trying to figure out where is the best happy hour spot and how we could save a little bit more money doing this. And she's the one too that's also very encouraging of we don't have to go out tonight to happy hour sushi. She doesn't sound like that, by the way, but she encourages me to we could go cook food at home, or instead of going out to see a movie, we could just pop something on Netflix. So one of the things we actually do when we go out is we will end up just splitting a meal, because usually I'm not hungry enough to eat the entire thing myself, and neither is she. So we could basically get food for 2 by paying for 1. It's really cool to have someone in your life like that who...
Not a chance for me and Kayla. I like to eat. Kayla doesn't like to eat at all. No, Kayla likes to eat healthy, so now I'm eating healthy. It is good to have someone that pushes you into the positives instead of into your vices like food or drinking or anything like that. It's good to find someone. Couples that save together stay together. It's basically what I'm getting at right there.
I see as just being an equal on every single level with the same mindset. Okay, I know it sounds weird too, but I do end up rewarding myself every now and then at McDonald's from the dollar menu. I don't ever eat McDonald's, but I just decided to go just because it was there and I was really hungry. I had 2 of the double cheeseburgers from the dollar menu, and it was so good that now it gets to the point where I will purposely use that as an incentive to get all my work done, and if I'm able to do that before like midnight, I go and get the 2 double cheeseburgers. It's not something that happens too often, but it does become this thing where it's like, that's my treat.
Thank you. Oh, it smells so good. There's something about the smell that's just like, how does it smell so good?
So speaking of watches, this was, of course I hadn't met him yet, but when I sent him the Rolex that I bought him, and just for having me on the show and being such an amazing guy, I wrapped it in a McDonald's bag. Yeah, I'm a big fan. It's okay. I really enjoy Graham, and now that we're friends, you know, I still can enjoy him about as much as I always have. Kayla would tell me I think I'm a Graham fanboy. I don't really know what she calls me. She calls me a bunch of names, but it's okay.
So in terms of net worth goals, I really don't have any, and I have no desire of becoming a billionaire. I don't even know what I would possibly do with that amount of money. I would like to hit 10 million. I feel like that would be just...
I wonder what number he said here on my channel. He did it.
Decent number. The only thing I really want to do is travel that I haven't done. That's the only thing, but I could do that if I wanted to. It's just not the right time to do that. You don't need to be as extreme as I am. You don't need to skimp on every purchase at all. You don't need to work 12 hours a day. But you do need to think outside the box, and you do need to be creative and leverage your time appropriately. But I love it, and I love the challenge of saving and trying to handle my money well and grow it. No one is more frugal than I am.
He has found some really frugal people, but I agree. You know, what would Graham do when you go to spend that money, and he's also guilted people into saving, you know, and not in a bad way. But Graham is when you go to get your iced coffee, or when you go get your coffee and you're spending $6 on coffee or avocado toast or something like that. And for me, I go over after energy drinks with you. You know, you guys are spending $5 for 2 energy drinks at the store, where I spend about 60 cents. I don't know what it is. Comment below if you'd ever like to see how much my Spark, my red drink, does cost me. But Spark is all vitamin based. It's better for you, it's cheaper, and it's something that you can make at home for a whole lot less. So we're very similar in a lot of aspects. I don't buy something unless I know I can sell it for more. I'm only a caretaker of these items. So it does allow me to be a little bit less frugal when you can splurge and buy something that's still worth what it's worth later. So that being said, that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoy videos like this, please power up that like button, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Especially that Graham has grown his income from 1.6 million to 5 million. This channel since January has grown from 20,000 subscribers to 60,000 subscribers. We are growing nearly as fast on our level as Graham does on his income. So hopefully I will see you very soon here on the channel. We post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'd love to know any comments that you had on this video, any comments you want to see in the future videos. And remember, I 100% believe in you. I know that you can do anything you set your mind to, even maybe making a YouTube channel like Graham. And never let anyone tell you any differently. Hope you have a fantastic afternoon, and I will see you on the next one.